Like, that's not you looking at other people and saying, like, you know, oh, well, Jessie Lee's doing this, you know, or whatever. You're still comparing with yourself, which is fine. It's when people go, oh, well, you know, Tommy got this and Luca got that, and, you know, that's more like what I'm talking about, but yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are doing great, though. Go Pro, go MVP. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I know we haven't even been here a month yet. We're on day 26, and it feels like we've been here for a long time.
Yeah.
It's like in a good way.
Yeah. I know, you fit right in. You fit right in.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So what questions can I answer for you, gorgeous people?
Okay, so we obviously, well, maybe it's not obvious. We want to really run to Car Champ really the best we can. We joined the business because we've got big goals, and everything you're providing is just what we need to get there. So. And I don't know how much you watch us, and you know, we want as much feedback as we can, but what's the, how do we get there? As fast as we can. This MVP, we've hit that on day 21, and it's like, okay, we need to reset, and this is where we want to go, no mucking around.
Yeah. So you're not mucking around, by the way. I love how consistent both of you are. I love how excited you are about everything. I would, like, more than anything, I would keep doing what you're doing from what I can see, because it's great. It's very consistent. It's on all, I mean, I see you all over the place. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, like DMs and stuff like that. If I can recommend anything, it's a lot more reach outs from the posts. So the likes, the comments, the engagement, the whatever, a lot of just more conversations in that area. So like, you can also, of course, then do, I think I see you do polls and stuff like that on your Instagram stories, responding to all those people, just because you've heard me say this, I'm sure, but it really is a leads game more than it's a sales game, you know? Like, you'll get all the sales, you'll get the car, you'll get all of it. It starts, though, with how many conversations are you having. So something you could actually do is you could track that every day. You know, track it and see, okay, well today, how many did you get, Dean? Okay, you had this, how many do you have, Sam? Okay, cool. So we did 42 today. I'm making up a number, right? And then the next day, oh, well, and then it's like you can actually scale it, because I think what a lot of people do is they sort of guess. You know, they sort of, like, yeah, we had a lot of conversations today. Well, what the heck is a lot? Like, find out exactly what a lot is and then go from there. I think you'll get, I think that'll be really useful for you. Because then you can actually scale it. Because then if you start getting frustrated, you know, maybe in 5 months you're like, we're stuck at rank 6. What do we do? I'll say, okay, well, how many people were you talking to back in February? Oh, we were growing really fast when we were talking to this mate. Right. So then we can actually go back to it. It's kind of like a health journey when people say, you know, journal how you feel. Were you tired? Well, what did you eat? What did you get the point. So same thing, because then as the business progresses, it's not, what are we doing wrong? It's, okay, hold on a minute, what worked, instead of what are we doing wrong?
So it's really being, as well, stepping up on that strategic way with posts, that you're going to get that more engagement, creating that call to action and stuff, so you can bring it offline as well. So, which is really cool. Like, prior to all this, like, we've been really active anyway across social media. Yeah. And of course, Dean and I tend to ruffle, we do, being together. Everything is a whirlwind with us. And we've got to a stage, even with this short amount of time with you, that suddenly there's crickets everywhere. Like, even our closest of family, well, there's families out at the moment, and friends. It's like the engagement is suddenly, we've changed and we're feeling quite isolated, like offline. And so the conversations where our inboxes were always going, it's suddenly, it's like we want to authentically create it, because I really like people coming to us. I don't want to call them.
Yeah, no, you're super dynamic. I would up your calls to action then. You know what I mean? I would do a lot more, like, a lot more calls to action, a lot more when you're live, even saying stuff. You know, it doesn't have to be Linktree in the bio, but like I do Linktree in the bio, obviously. I do get in my DM. Oh, you have a question? Like Linktree in the bio, hit promoter, or DM me. You know, so like I give them an either or to start the conversation. But a lot of that stuff, like, let's have conversations, get in my DM. Like, you wanna know what we do? Bah, 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 bah. I mean, I'm just constantly telling people what I want them to do. Understanding not everybody will, but there will be enough turnover of people who do, that then I'm constantly focused on those leads. And then when I am live, you could start doing some casual lives, like my tea time's very casual. My coaching calls, if I'm live, are very casual, but then I'll also do, you know, business lives. And then when it's business lives, I mean, you've seen them, then you can share. So then you've got, but even inside of your business lives, you can be saying it, you know, hey, if you're loving this and you're getting value, follow me, share this video. I'll give you a full name shout out. Like, I'm all over the calls to action, because otherwise people are watching and they're super excited, but they don't know how to engage with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, definitely. Yes. So what's like the number one platform that you get more leads on? Like, I know that you love the TikTok, the Instagram and the Facebook, but what's the one platform that you get more leads off?
Probably Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's our leads.
Yeah.
So, but like my TikTok drives to my Instagram, Clubhouse is driving to Instagram. So, and then Instagram drives to Instagram. So like I have 3 things funneling into Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
and that's all because, I mean, obviously if we're wanting to boost up our Instagram, because we don't get a lot of comments on our posts on Instagram, which are sort of come from TikTok as well as Facebook, and we sort of, Facebook is our main. What do we do?
There's nothing wrong with that though. My Facebook has made me more money than any other platform, for sure.
Okay, so yeah,
for sure.
Say that. Do you want to, before I do?
Yeah, sure. So, and what's your, you know, DMO? What's what do you do every single day?
You'll die. No, like whenever people want to know about DMOs, I just say, what is something that you'll do every day that pushes you every day, but you'll show up and do it. So like, because otherwise it goes back to the conversation about how many conversations are you having. You need to be able to scale it. There needs to be something that you can scale. So it doesn't matter what I do, because I'm like a little robot, right? Like I'm a monster. If I tell you everything I do, you'll probably be a crazy person and try to do it. You know, you'll try to do everything I do for, you know.
I'm not going to try to do all of it. Maybe just little sections like that.
I'd probably try all of it.
Right. And then tomorrow you would need a vacation. The next, you'd be like, you know what I mean? It's just not, it's not effective, because your business is going to scale. Right? Like you're going to start here and then it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then your DMO is going to shift because there's different things inside of it. Like somebody's, one of the champs, Kristen, she just left back for South Carolina, but she was like, can I see your calendar for tomorrow? I said, yeah, sure. And I showed her my Monday calendar. She's like, where do you have time to send your messages? And I said, girl, like how bad you want it? Like there's a reason I'm up before everyone. There's a reason I go to bed after everyone. Like I got to find time for everything.
Yes, I know. And that's why we feel we need to do more, because we want to move. It's like you've hit MVP and it's so perfect, because GoPro, it shows you the countdown and you can see the movement, and then MVP. And that leads me to my next question is with the clock ticking. So, you know, the MVP multiplier, we've got 2 clocks, as you know, at the moment. One for, you know, getting our 5, the multiplier, as well as now it's clearing monthly. And I'm a bit like, I don't know what I should be focusing on, because I like to have a flip to see what I'm doing, because it was so clear for GoPro and go to MVP. Mm-hmm. You know, what would you suggest? So,
wait, what is the question? Sorry, I missed it.
It's like 2 clocks I've got going on with, you know, there's still the 120-day clock to MVP multiplier, is that right? And then...
Well, MVP multiplier is every single month. It resets. So since you hit MVP last month, you have this month to get MVP again. Like your timing is so perfect. So that's all MVP multiplier is. MVP multiplier is the exact same thing as MVP. We just do it every single month.
So that's all I really need to. I mean, obviously, we want to grow a lot faster than just MVP, but at the base.
Yeah. MVP is just like the importance comes from like if I don't do it, then why would you do it? So then as you bring people into business, why would they do it if you're their sponsor and you're not doing it? It's the foundation. Like I always say, I always like to compare it to a castle because, you know, empire or whatever. I'm like brick by brick by brick by brick by brick, a foundation of a castle. If it's laid improperly, the whole castle falls apart, right? It's no different. So that's why MVP, you just stabilize your fortress, if you will. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's just made, I just feel like a breath of fresh air now. I mean, a weight is lifted because I was like trying to get my head around what to focus on.
Yeah.
And so you probably get this a lot. How do you deal with people that try to recruit you cold and they know nothing about you and they just spam you? And I want to flip the switch.
You can do a couple things. I mean, you could respond back and say, hey girl, like, would you like to build a business in a better way that you don't have to scam people? You know, I've never been that person though. I usually either completely ignore or if I'm in a sassy mood, I'll send something back like, haha, what? You know, like, you know, and then like, it happened just yesterday. She's like, yeah, I heard somewhere you said your hair is brittle. I said, I literally have never said that. I have amazing hair. Thank you so much. And she's like, oh, okay, girl. I'm like, look, just get out of my inbox, please. But if you want to flip them, you could flip them and you could say, hey, would you like, you know, are you actually comfortable sending these cold messages? Because I don't know anybody who actually likes to send them. If you want to know a better way, I got a way, girl. You could try something like that. Otherwise, maybe you could just have a conversation. I ignore 98% of the time, unless I'm in a really sassy mood, and then I kind of, you know. But aside from that, I'm not big on No.
Well, no, and that's one thing that sort of hovers in the back. They're just all these people that are sitting there, and I just can't. It's in the can't deal with box, or they want to have a virtual coffee or a catch up, and I'm like, ew.
Like, who are you? Yeah. Hi, are you looking for another way to make income? Huh? Like, oh, what? Like, is this working for anybody in 2021, Bueller? You know, no, it doesn't work. So, anyway, no, not a fan. You can, like I said, you can try. You could say, oh, virtual coffee. Would you like some virtual ketones? I don't know. See what they say. What's a ketone? Can I tell you in a quick video? Just kidding.
I know, I just can't. Okay, well, that's good. It's not just me.
She usually pushes them over to me anyway. So
Dean's really good.
Can you deal with this person? I can't deal with them right now. Sure thing.
I can't deal with it either. This is why you two are good together. Cheers to that.
I know. Cheers. Cheers. I know that's one thing that we've got each other. He can take off because I'm more.
It doesn't faze me at all.
I can't deal with it. Okay, so I got a funny, not a funny question. I got a question. My father, he's 76. He was with us, with our other network marketing company.
Yep.
And it's very, very different structure. They do a lot of cold messaging and that blitz recruiting on LinkedIn, which was really a challenge for both of us because we don't work that way, but we wanted to learn just to be open. Anyway, so he's interested here, but he's not on social media. Like, he's on LinkedIn, and I have a blog about how to help him with this.
Well, I mean, is he open? Like, if he downloaded LinkedIn, is he open to downloading Facebook?
He is on Facebook, but he's got once
he gets the notifications goes off, I know that he can stop that. But when he gets notified, it sort of gets him rattled. Like, it sort of overwhelms him a lot.
So he's telling me how can he do this on LinkedIn, and he likes his scripts and stuff like that. And I wondered if you've got any advice.
I would guess it would work on LinkedIn, all of it, with the exception of there's no simple proven results or anything. The same scripts would probably apply, but you would have to say, like, can I send you a video? And he would have to use his Experience Keto link. And then maybe he could turn his LinkedIn page into a resource page for it. I'm not the LinkedIn girl. Like, I think it's the most boring social media ever. So I hate it, so I don't use it. But I mean, if Dad's creative and he wants to figure out a way, I mean, I'm not going to tell him no. You know?
Yeah, and that's the sort of thing. Is 1 foot in like he is, but then he will rely a lot on Dean and I, and you know, it's hard to try and step out and be that bird's eye view and to be able to show him the way that he needs to as well. So that's okay. I think, you know, that would even work with some of the scripts and sending a video.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah, because I mean, you still have access to the video, even if he's not, you know, you always have access to the video through your experience.
And he'll have access to all the training, so that might give him a chance to grow into a...
and he might become open-minded, right? Yeah, and you might have to take his phone and turn off notifications for him so he doesn't get overwhelmed, but it's definitely possible.
Yes, well, I wish he's in another state, but that's okay. But that's the challenge. But that's okay. No, it's still, we can work.
No, we can still work with that.
We can work with that as well. So more than ever, we're getting that least engagement right now.
Where
with, you know, back onto social media. We are personally, like, we're finding that we're obviously going through massive transitions with joining Prove It and how we're doing our lives, you know, with the shake-up, and I'm feeling more vulnerable because I'm feeling like I want to express and Dean who we really are. And what advice would you give? Do you just keep going on and sort of detaching from social media sort of thing?
Yeah, like the best way it was probably ever described to me is somebody said, you're like a dancing monkey. I was like, yes. Like, I don't even look at stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how many likes stuff gets. I don't know any of it. I'm just, let me put out content, watch me live, coaching, video, post, TikTok. Like, I just know that if I keep putting stuff out, somebody's gonna watch it. I just know. Yeah. And like, so much of it is, like, you did transition companies, so it is gonna be, like, those people will come. I will tell you, I'll just be so upfront with you. It probably took 15 to 18 months for people to really start coming from the other company. A lot of this, it was like, oh, well, we just want to make sure that it actually worked. Oh, we wanted to make sure you would drink it every day. Oh, we wanted to make sure that, like, you were gonna, you know, hit top rank again. I was like, that took 8 months, fool. What's your problem? Like, you know what I mean? Like, people love to watch. And so, that goes back to the more you post, the more you share, the more content you put out, it just becomes undeniable. Like, whatever you think you're doing, do more. I know you're doing a lot. I'm just saying do more. Because if you continue to do more, then what's going to happen is they're going to have to watch. You know? And the more you share out and you find new people, you find whatever, it will scale. There's literally no way it doesn't scale. You know what I mean? So... It is a content conversation.
Yes. I think that's what all we needed to hear, really, isn't it? It's just like, sometimes it's like when I sit down and I stop and I go...
Yeah. No, I get it.
I'll just post more.
Well, it is that, though, because the more that you... Hold on, I'm going to put her in the waiting room. The more that you continue to post, it's valuable to people. You know, being funny is valuable to people. Talking about the product is valuable to people. Using your personalities, it's valuable to people. Consistency in and of itself is valuable because most people aren't. And
I just have another question pop in my head while you're saying that. With going to rank 6, do you have it like... What sort of numbers of promoters would we be looking at roughly?
Well, it really depends. It depends. Because, like, we've got people who have had 4 promoters that hit champ. It's not normal. Like, it was 4 face cards. It's 4, you know, my deck of cards trading, right? Like, But, like, she's dropped and then hit it again and then, like, it's the same thing. She just recruits, she's recruiting all bombs, you know? But, like, I'm just saying there's different ways to do it. You know, I sell more than champ volume every month. Well, almost, I sell over 3 times champ volume personally every month. So, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do it, is all I'm trying to tell you. So, it's easier with a team, don't get me wrong, like, you know, but, you know what I'm trying to say. There's just different ways to do the business. So, don't get caught up in that, get caught up in the consistency of it. Because the other thing is also to be like, oh, we're champ. You don't want to be the person that hits champ and then loses it because you didn't keep bringing people in because you thought you were stable. And that's the network marketing curse, right? Like, people don't realize, well, what if she has a baby? What if he, you know, gets arrested? I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm making up. But I mean, like, you never know. You never know what's going on in people's lives. So, I'm in a constant state of current credibility, always bringing people in. That's your best bet. Always will be.
And I think if we just focus on, at the minimum, the MVP each month, and just step up our social media and continuously posting and creating conversations, we're just going to get there. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. If we feel like we need to do more, we do more. Mm-hmm. And turn up to trainings.
Exactly.
We've got like 5 other promoters at the moment.
Good girl.
But they're in, and that's great. That left from 1, and they're in New Zealand. But you know, we're done well in a short time.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And feel free, by the way. I know I have to jump on this other call, but connect me with them. Start like a 3-way text chat or Facebook chat. Like, the people you think are going to be good, just connect them. That'll get you to champ faster, because anybody who feels seen by me tends to go nuts. Because they don't want to let me down, right? So utilize me. I'm your direct sponsor. Like, let's go. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I love you guys. I'm very proud of you. And I'm positive we will have a lot more of these calls in the future.
Yes, we will. Yay.
Appreciate it.
Love you.
Thank you.
Ciao, guys. All right, guys, so I have to let somebody else on. She wants her coaching call to be private. I hope that was beneficial for you. If it was, make sure you follow me. I'll be back in a half hour for the next call. Bye. Hey, girl. Hey, how are you? Hold on, you're muted. All right. Nope, you're still muted. There we go. How are you?
It's okay. Come on. Come on. There you go. Good girl. Lay down.
Aww.
You got it?
Baby.
Okay, baby.
How are you, Cora?
I'm good. Nice to finally meet you.
I know. Great to meet you. Awesome.
Okay, before we get started, I heard you are a Christian person. So do you mind if I pray?
No, I love that.
Sorry, it's my... I'm in a truck. I'm in a semi-truck.
It's cool. I was like, you got a cool little setup there, babe.
Yeah, it's my semi-truck. All right, so let me pray real fast.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Father, for this time that I get to spend with Jessie Lee. Our mentor, our trainer, our coach. She is a wonderful, wonderful person that you put on this earth, Father. Thank you so much for this time. I get to have one-on-one, and the light that she just shines with everybody. She's tired. She's wore out from this weekend, but she just keeps going. And we thank you, Father, for making her. Thank you for everything. Father, bring what she says into me. Let me learn. Let me be coachable. Let me thrive from here on out. Thank you so much. Thank you for this beautiful day. Please bless and save everybody. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. That's beautiful. Thank you for that.
All right. Sorry, I tried to be... All right. Questions. So, I never want to. I get really fast talking when I'm nervous. Sorry.
It's all good.
Trials, I can't do them because, I am a truck driver and stuff. But I've thought of an idea a lot of times where I'm at a truck stop for maybe 7-8 hours, and I thought about doing them because we can put a little table next to my thing, my truck, and selling them on here. Talking to truckers about that. But does that go against the simple proven results as far as taking over customers?
No, that's a great idea.
Okay.
And awesome. I can only imagine how much safer it would be if more truckers were drinking ketones. So go.
Oh, you have no idea. I've talked to so many huge people, and they're like, I just can't lose weight. I'm like, I get you. I get you. But let me tell you about this, you know, and I tell them. So with the lives, got that one done. I can't stand. So I have a medical problem. I cannot stand up for longer than maybe 2 minutes. Wow. Is that going to hurt me with the lives? Because I'm all the time going to say get up, get energy. No.
Just do them sitting.
Okay, so just do. Okay, so just do them.
Yeah.
And then with the lives, should I, every time I do a live, talk about ketones or talk about other stuff, like do the 3-2-1 method with the lives as well?
Great. It's great.
So, no, I'm saying, do I do that? What do I, like, do I do it, talk about it every time?
Oh.
Talk about ketones every time I do a live?
No,
like
you definitely don't have to. No. I would follow the ratio, like, 4-2-1. I would do
3-2-1.
Yeah. I would show people who you are, more about your life, because people do business with people they know, like, and trust. They don't just do business with anybody willy-nilly, you know?
Okay. Awesome. I read somewhere where it says if you do 21 days of something every day, then, it's a habit. So I was thinking of doing that, 25, but I kind of got overwhelmed last week by trying to do all the steps that we do.
Yeah.
Because I listen to the Zooms, but I'm not able to be on the camera because I'm driving.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to them, and I got overwhelmed, and I was like, okay. But then I listened to your podcast. We were talking to one of your guest speakers, and it said, just do one thing, just do 2 things. So you think it's a good thing of doing like 25 days, just do 2 things every day for 25 days, and then add something else?
For me, it's like whatever you know you can consistently do that. And then when that becomes easy, add something. Then when that becomes easy, add something. Then when that becomes easy, add something.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be one thing. It doesn't have to be 2 things. It doesn't have to be 7 things. It just whatever you know you'll always do and not get overwhelmed. Do that every day. And then when you're like, this is easy, add one more thing.
Okay. So as you see, in the trucking world, some days I might be working 7 hours. Some days I might work 20 hours. So I'm I try to post every day. I'm trying to be consistent, like you guys said. But does it show, like, for other people, would it show a bad thing if I only post, like, 1 video one day and then, like, 7 videos the next day because I have more time?
Nope. I don't care. Okay. You'll get more results on the days that you do more, but, it doesn't matter.
Okay. I just didn't know if it would look bad in people's eyes. Like, I didn't know how that would look. And then the ghost account, I saw somebody said something about don't do the monthly where every month is in there. Don't do that on the ghost account.
I have a smart chip on all of my
smart
accounts.
Smart chip.
Absolutely. Both of your accounts should have a smart chip so you can get the special discounts.
Yeah, I have that, but somebody posted on there about that you need to not have the smart chip on their ghost account, and that kind of confused me.
I have it on both accounts for sure.
Okay.
Because otherwise,
awesome.
When a flavor comes out, you're going to be paying full price for it. And why would you do that to yourself? You know what I mean? Even if it's a smart chip of like Mitoplex.
Okay. So being new, I mean, I have been with the company for a minute, but I don't have any customers yet, and I'm very slow getting there. I'll get there. I don't know what works for me. So do I just go off of like somebody that's ranked 2? That's stuff that's working for them, like in the power hour when I'm listening to them.
Sure.
Of like stuff, because I didn't know how to do it, because I don't know what works for me to get
Just do what you like to do and do it consistently. Follow Buddy the Bot. Do it again and again and again and again and again and again until you understand it all. I mean, it's just a process of learning. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a learning process.
Awesome. Okay, great. If I didn't need MVP my first month, but when I do hit it, you just keep it, and it's not going to hurt me.
What? What's not going to hurt you?
Awesome. And then not hitting MVP my first month.
No, you're fine.
That won't hurt me.
No, you can hit it this month.
You always say to be very energetic on lives. When I have a really long day and I don't feel very energetic, should I still go live? Because I don't want to be a downer.
But you have great energy right now. I would go live after this call.
Okay. I had to drive. I had to pull over. I was in traffic.
I mean,
was so
you've got way more energy than me right now. You are way more hyped than me. Go live.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I see you very tired. That's for sure. How many times should you do the same goal? If you don't hit it, how many times? Over and over?
Well, what do you mean? Like, what goals?
Like, I want to get 2 customers. I haven't gotten 2 customers, and I've been in this since October. Okay. So I'm trying different things. I'm trying to do, so how many times do I say, okay, that's down to 1 customer. Just get 1 customer, or
sure.
Let's do this, or let's do that.
Yeah, just go get 1 customer. But I would also make sure you're actually reaching out. Like, you need to probably have way more conversations if you don't have a customer yet. Ask yourself how many people you're talking to every day. Okay. And that follow the steps. Okay. I've been doing that. That's one of the 2 things that I put on my list that said I got overwhelmed about all the stuff. So I did that. Power Hour, I've been listening to that. Okay, good. Let's see, what else do I need? I'm not a creative person at all. Like, there's not a creative bone in my body. My wife is beyond creative, but I'm not. So following everybody, is that going to make me look like just a follower? Or is that going to be like on the TikToks, doing all the different things? I copy people. They copy me. Whatever. Nobody knows.
Okay. Well, I mean, I get annoyed by the same thing over and over again. So I'm like, I don't know how to be creative and make it stand out. But then I'm like, I don't want to not do anything, So I didn't know how that would work. Doesn't matter. You're like,
no,
I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
Just do it. Just do it. Okay. All right. And then, so, yeah, let's see. That's it. That's all I had. I don't have questions. So I'm so happy that I got to talk to you. I hope you're taking time for you.
Thank you.
You're super busy.
Not yet, but thank you.
You remind me of my friend's sister. She has a full-time job plus a ranch and everything else, and I'm always telling her to take time for herself.
I love it.
So,
yeah, I will.
That's it.
Cool. Well, you're awesome. I'm very proud of you. I love the idea of doing the trucker stuff, and then I would say, just reach out to more people. Follow the scripts. Reach out to more people. It'll come.
Okay.
It'll come.
Okay. Awesome.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Ciao.
You too.
Thank you.